Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in again. Today we're going to take another look at how players could get more open at impact with a focus on that lead hip and how we can get it to get out the way to help you to get through your shots cleanly and have just better contacts and better quality golf shots. Okay, so another video looking at how we can get our lead hip to move in a way so we can get through that shot nice and cleanly. I want to start with a simple exercise. It puts a focus on the footwork of the player, and I find that lots of players get conflicted with their movement with the philosophy of they have to get lateral. And in lots of cases, that philosophy or them thinking that they have to do that often really gets them into a position where it's hard for them to actually use the ground and push through the shot, because they get to the top, they get lateral, and then they have nothing else they can do but just push off this lead foot out the way there and try and create space that they've essentially lost in that transition phase. So the exercise I wanted to show you guys was, if you get set up here and just put the club across your shoulders here, as you can see, it's not quite on my chest there. I'm allowing it to hang a little bit, and then just allow your knees to move in and drop in that, just in and out as they are there. So then just be aware of the footwork and what you feel there when you do that. So on the way, let's say going into backswing, the left knee works in. I'm trying to keep this club still as I can, and the trail hip works up, and the pressure moves towards the left of my front foot and slightly towards the heel on the outside of my trail foot, my right foot. Okay, and then on the way through, down and through, I'm now pushing off the instep of my trail foot. My left hip, for me, works higher, and the pressure works into my heel of my left foot. So it kind of mirrors each other, okay? So I'm in here again, I'm gonna keep the club nice and still and just move as freely as I can in that movement there. I'll show you what that looks like from down the line. So I'm just allowing my hips to move nice and freely there. Okay, so now moving into the transition phase, what we're gonna do is get set up here again as if we're doing that drill. So in transition, we move from the heel, so I'll move into backswing there. We move from the heel of the trail foot into the instep of the right foot, and then push off that to push the left hip up and out the way. So you can see if I keep this club nice and still here, it puts me into a nice position there where I could actually from there just push off the right side and get nice and tall, okay? So I'm going to go into backswing, keep that club nice and still, and load into that trail heel, into that hip, and then move, keeping it still nice again. I'm going to push here nice once again, get that lead hip out of the way, and then push through. Okay, so down the line, if I wanted to, then I could even start here, move into backswing with that feel, and then go into this position here where I'm pushing off the instep of there, pushing that left hip out of the way. If I was to go into the golf swing position of where I'm at there, it would look something like this. So you can see how much my lead leg has been allowed to straighten to get that left hip move up and out the way. And this is what I find like a lot of players in the position from the top to there keep that flex in that left knee in a way to, I find it's a way to shift into that left side. And they get here and then they've got nothing else they can do but push off hard off that lead foot. So from the top here, what we're looking for is a nice smooth move into the instep of that right foot, pushing this left hip up and out of the way, allowing the left leg to extend naturally. And then as I come down to the shot, I'm in this position here. Now it's really easy. You can see how much my body is already open and pointed in front of it. It's really easy to push off that trail foot and get nice and tall through the shot. Okay, so essentially the message would be, for most players, the lateral in downswing, just be cautious with it, with trying to get too lateral early on, because that lateral really should come. So say I'm here, that lateral really should come in that final push off that trail side as I go to get through the shot. You don't have to get that lateral from the top of backswing, okay? So I get set up here, make a few rehearsals with it now. So I'm pushing off the instep of my left foot to get the right hip high, and then on the way down, as I move from the top to halfway down, I'm allowing that left hip to get high. I'm allowing the left leg to straighten. I'm pushing off the instep of that right foot, and I've still got a lot of push ready off that foot there to push through the shot on the way through. Okay, so there's the keys I'm sharing with you today. Just allow that exercise to guide the feel, and then do your best in transition to allow that left leg to get straighter and let that left hip get nice and open. Okay, let's hit one. That one was hit great. Okay, so they're the keys for today. Allow that exercise to really drive how it feels through the ground. Allow that left leg to get straight. So allow the left hip to clear and move upwards out the way. And then from there, once you're halfway down, it should feel like you can just push off that rest of that right foot, the rest of the pressure you have on it, and get nice and tall through the shot. All right, so hopefully there's some good stuff there for your swing. If you find like you want something a little bit more precise, tailored to yourself, please just drop me a message. We can set something up online, and I can give you something that's just completely tailored to you and your golf game.